can always support the Kansas City Symphony by going to their shows, but this morning we have a new way to help out, and with us to explain is Marilyn Rains, president of the Kansas City Symphony Alliance. Welcome this morning. Thank you for coming in.
Well, thank you for having me.
We were just talking about these show houses, which are $5 for people to come in and see right now, and this is the 43rd year, the 43rd house that the Symphony has featured.
That's correct. We're the only organization in the country that has the distinction of having back-to-back show houses. And I also think this is probably one of Kansas City's biggest remodel projects. But what we have coming up is our preview, which is January the 28th and 29th, that the public can come in and view this house before the designers do the magical transformation.
So how does this work? It's $5 to come in and look around. This is a home that someone lives in. It's a private residence.
Right. And this family have 3 children and 2 dogs, and they have graciously given us their home, and they are relocating for the next 6 months.
Wow. And so what all will designers do, and what are we looking at up here?
Well, what we're looking at here, but first I wanted to tell you the location of the house.
Sure, yeah. Where is this house?
The house is at 47 West 53rd Street, and that is a block east of Warnell. And it is an old English Tudor style home that was built in 1909.
Great. It's a beautiful home.
So the designers are going to come in and transform, like say, some of the rooms, but we're encouraging the public to come for this preview weekend to see the before, and then we want them to come back and see the after. Certainly. Which will open on the 21st of April.
Excellent. So much work goes into this, but this is really a fundraiser that's great for the Symphony.
It is. The Symphony is the benefactor and to their youth programs. Over the years that we have done this, we have donated to the Symphony over $5 million for all of their costs.
Unbelievable. Great cause, and it's going to be a beautiful home.
It is.
We really appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. And you can get more information on this. Showhouse.org is where you can find that.
Right.
Marilyn Rains, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
If you want to come to Lawrence, you're welcome to come take over my house for 6 months. I could use an upgrade. How's that?
Well, maybe next year we'll give you a call.
All right. Thank you so much.
The Symphony Designer Showcase is known for taking an ordinary house and turning it into a work of art. Marilyn Rains with the Kansas City Symphony Alliance is here to tell us what it's all about and what to expect from this year's Designer Showcase. Thanks so much for being with us.
Well, thank you, Kim, for having me this morning.
You're so welcome. I want to talk first and let folks know, because you can see, I love decorating, but I always love seeing the before and the after, kind of what, you know, designers and everything start with versus how it turns out. And folks can actually check out the before of this house, right?
That is true, and I'm going to tell you about that. But first, let me tell you that this is our 43rd show house.
Wow.
So we feel like we kind of know what we're doing.
You kind of know what you're doing at this point. And if you don't, there's trouble in paradise.
That's true. That's true. But we do have the distinction of being the only organization in the country that has a continuous show house.
Wow.
Show houses are a very popular venue for fundraising throughout, but that is a distinction that we have. A couple of years ago, the League of American Orchestras did recognize us for this accomplishment. So we've been very proud of that.
Wonderful.
I think it's probably maybe one of Kansas City's biggest remodeling projects, really, when it comes right down to it.
It always turns out so beautiful.
This year, our house will open the 21st of April and close on the 20th of May.
Okay.
But as you indicated, we would like for people to come and see it before this wonderful transformation takes place.
Right.
Our house is located at 47 West 53rd Street.
Okay.
That's in the historic countryside area. Excuse me. And that's a block east of Warnell Road.
Okay, perfect.
The house is occupied, and a family with 3 children.
Wow.
And their 2 dogs.
They are brave.
And they have graciously agreed to relocate for 6 months while we go in and transform their home for them.
Wonderful.
So
big plans. Let's talk about some of the things you guys.
The big thing, the first thing that's coming up that I really want to share with you and your viewers is our preview weekend.
Right.
And that will be coming up on Saturday, January the 28th. The house will be open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay.
And then again on the following day, Sunday, from noon to 5.
Okay.
Tickets are $5 at the door.
Okay.
So it's a great opportunity to have a little sneak preview to see what this house is looking like before it all becomes a beautiful new setting.
Perfect. And it's always fun to, I think, to go through the finished product then, and you can even get some ideas for your own home.
That's exactly right, and people do get lots of ideas for their homes. Kansas City has a wonderful network of designers.
Absolutely.
And we have probably 40 to 50 designers who are going to show their talents and with new ideas and new trends. So they're not only known locally, but they're known internationally.
Wow.
So we do realize that there's about 10,000 people who do annually come through our homes.
Okay.
So in addition to seeing all the designer trends, we've had sponsors that have been with us for a good long time. Sherwin-Williams Paint being one, the Moen Faucet people being another. But this year we have some new sponsors on board, and a couple that I'd like to just share with you at the moment.
I love this wall pops.
Yes,
I think these are so much fun.
Brewster wall covering. And these are some of the designs that they offer. And one, as you've already pointed out, is the wall pops. New and exciting.
Those are hot right now.
That is.
And
this is another board with some of the displays.
Very good.
That they offer in wall covering. Hunter Douglas is another sponsor that's new, that's joined us.
Very good.
And like I say, these people benefit and realize the value of all of this traffic and visitors that we do get to the house.
Absolutely. All right, the Designers Showcase Preview Weekend runs Saturday the 28th from 10 to 5, Sunday the 29th from noon to 5. Tickets are $5 and of course will benefit the Kansas City Symphony. Thanks so much for joining us. For more information on the Designer Showcase, you can go to our website, fox4kc.com, and click on air.
It is a celebration of music and interior design brought to us courtesy of the Kansas City Symphony Alliance. They've announced the location of their 43rd Symphony Designers Showhouse, and this, or next weekend rather, is your one chance to see the home before it's redecorated. Marilyn Rains is the president of the Kansas City Symphony Alliance, here to talk to us all about it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. I look forward to this.
This is a situation where a house is basically redone top to bottom.
That is correct. And this happens to be a house that's occupied by a family with 3 children, 2 dogs that have been willing to relocate here for 6 months while we transform this house. With this network of designers that we have in Kansas City, we have a wonderful network of designers in the city. And they're internationally known as well. So for our preview weekend, which is what I wanted to talk to you about, it's going to be the 28th and 29th. And we encourage people to come and see the house, the before scene. It's a 3-story house, and it's located just south of the plaza area at 47 West 53rd Street.
So really close by.
It is close by. And just a charming, wonderful, warm, welcoming home that people are going to enjoy going through. The admission is $5 at the door. So we're encouraging people to come and take a sneak peek here before everything takes place.
And I mean, you strip the house from top to bottom and put in a lot of new things. Obviously, that's some of the things that we see here on the counter.
With all the paint and new fixtures. This is some new wall coverings that the designers might want to use that are being offered to us. Window treatments. So there's such a variety of things that are going to go on in the house, and not only in the house, but outside. And as you can imagine, it takes lots and lots of people to make this happen.
I bet.
And it really starts from about when one ends, we start thinking about the next year and getting this together, because our efforts all go to the Kansas City Symphony.
And that's what we wanted to talk about, these youth programs.
The youth programs that they do, bringing in students out of the metro area to see the new concert hall, to hear some of the music. Plus, so many of the Symphony members do go out into the schools, and it's this visitation with students one-on-one. There are a lot of children who do not get much exposure to music, and it just opens up a whole new world for them.
Absolutely. Could you imagine a life without music? I mean,
it's very hard to imagine.
So what an
isn't it?
opportunity.
So it is a great opportunity, and over the years that we've done this, we've contributed over $5 million to the Symphony.
That's fantastic.
It is a very worthwhile project. We're the only organization in the country who's had one continuously.
Yeah.
So this is our 43rd year to do
very
it.
cool.
So we're encouraging your listeners and viewers to please come see us. The house does open on the 21st of April, closing the 20th of May.
Absolutely. And your preview chance to see it before. Hand is coming up on January 28th and 29th. Again, the house is located 47th West 53rd Street in Kansas City, Missouri. That is east of Warnell. On Saturday, the 28th, the hours are 10 to 5. Sunday, noon to 5. It's $5 at the door for that. And that is to see the house before it's completely renovated. Then the completed show house is open again from April 21st through May 20th. And again, all of the proceeds go to benefit the youth programs sponsored by the Kansas City Symphony. Marilyn, thank you.
Well, thank you
so much for joining us.
And we look forward to lots of visitors.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely want to check it out.
Well, it is a 100-year-old home that's about to undergo a major transformation for a good cause. Today, the public got a chance to preview the 43rd Symphony Designer Showhouse. The home is a 3-story English Tudor revival style located near Luce Park. Today's preview was a fundraiser for the Kansas City Symphony, particularly the Youth Symphony.
Symphony does a lot in giving back to the community with our concerts, where the schools from the metro area are invited to see an actual live orchestra, and this has a lot of meaning and impact on young people.
That show house opens April 21st and closes May 20th.
A Kansas City house is about to get a makeover, all to raise money for the Kansas City Symphony. The Symphony Showcase, just a block off Luce Park on 53rd Street. The insides of the house have been stripped down to the bare bones, and designers bid for the opportunity to design a room. And students from area high schools are also using this as an opportunity to learn about design and even draw up their own design. Shawnee Mission West students toured the house today.
And then they come back after the house is designed and they see how their boards compare to what the designers actually did.
The show house is expected to be done and ready for you to tour in April. We have a link to the show house website on our website, fox4kc.com.
Welcome back, everybody. If you want to give your home a new look without spending a lot of money, we have some great ideas for you this morning, and that is thanks to interior designer Casey Childs-Winston. She's going to show us how we can recycle some items we already have to create really a beautiful new look. And I love this idea because everybody has stuff that you think, okay, what do I do with this vase? What do I do? You know, I'm not using it anymore. But we can reuse so many things and just switch them up a little bit.
Absolutely. And a lot of the things that you use have a story, and that adds meaning to it. And it's a great way to repurpose and recycle.
Speaking of jeans, right?
Right.
Everybody's favorite jeans, you hate to get rid of them. You've turned old jeans into a headboard.
Yes, our focus in this spot was a headboard for a young man. And what are young men most comfortable in but their blue jeans?
Right.
They need storage. So how about blue jean pockets?
That is adorable, so they could put their little army guys and stuff like that in there?
Army guys are going to another level. It can be for your iPod, your charger, your wallet,
cell
your keys.
Phone.
Yes.
Wow, okay, great. This used to be a vase. The lamp that they're looking at here, this, if we can pan down just a little bit, that used to be just a vase, and then we have a vase up here. You're going to show us how you did that?
Right. We were looking for metallic light fixtures because we use this wallpaper in our space. And this was a vase. We bought a light kit, and then we painted the shade and used that placemat as a stencil in painting it.
Very cool. You mentioned your room. You're part of the showcase.
I'm one of the 50 designers that are at the Kansas City Showhouse, yes.
Very good. And which room are you doing?
We're doing an upstairs bedroom.
Okay.
And it's the high-tech treehouse is our theme.
The high-tech treehouse, which is where some of this art came from. There we go. Tell us what you did here.
This is repurposing my partner, Patty Pilshaw, repurposed some electronic devices just to make some type of whimsical art.
Right. Very cool. So we have a CD, and then are these just magnetized? Or they're
they're put on with adhesive, and then since we're in a tree house, we framed it with sticks.
With wood. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, if they want to check out the showcase?
The Kansas City Symphony Showhouse. It's the longest running showhouse in the country.
It's always so much fun to see.
They have a website. It's the kcsashowhouse.org.
Perfect.
And it's opening on April 20th through May 20th.
Excellent. Again, that runs through May 20th. If you'd like more information on repurposing items in your home, you can go to our website, fox4kc.com. Click on air, and we're going to have your information. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Season. If you're looking for ideas for your home or landscaping ideas for your yard, the Kansas City Symphony has a house on display just for you. Marilyn Rains, the president of the Symphony Alliance, joins us live from the Showcase House this morning. First of all, good morning to you, Marilyn, and thanks for being here.
Good morning, Diane.
So tell us more.
Welcome to our 43rd Symphony Designer Showhouse.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're in the kitchen this morning.
Tell us,
place to be.
No, sounds like it, looks like it. Tell us more about what people can expect to find and see when they get there today.
Well, this is just one of the rooms that's been decorated by our 40 designers, and we have 29 design areas. You know, we are the only longest running show house in the country, so we're very proud of that fact, and this being our 43rd house. And it benefits the youth programs for the Kansas City Symphony. So we're inviting the public to come out and see us, and we'd like very much for you to join us too.